Hi, I'm Tatyana Fittipaldi. I'm a change management strategist and a certified professional coach. In this channel, we make videos to help global leaders, multicultural professionals, and expatriates improve their productivity, their effectiveness, and overall leadership in business and in life. If that sounds for you, click that subscribe button now. In today's workshop, we will discuss about the 5 stages in the expatriation process, how it relates to regular transition processes, what are some of the hinder and success factors, what's the company role in all this, and what can, for example, both companies and individuals gain from the expatriation opportunities. So this workshop is packed with a bunch of information if you are considering to understand more about what to expect from an expatriation process. Let's talk about some of the hindering factors for adaptation. So you can have, for example, the lack of preparation and planning. So imagine this. Imagine you are, in the middle of action, and then you're really stressed, you were overwhelmed. Imagine if you don't have things planned out. You will have to come up with things in the middle of all that stress and overwhelm. It's going to be hard. So plan ahead, prepare ahead. It's one of the best things that wouldn't hinder you so much. Another thing that hinders a lot of people is the inability, to create a budget for their household and to keep things into that budget. If you have some unaddressed adjustment challenges, as we just spoke about, it could be very hindering as well, especially if they relate to your partner. If you don't have a support system, that could, hinder your success also. So having friends, having support groups or professional coaches, these can be of a lot of help. Some people, some expatriates go and they don't have the support of their countries, so they treat you like you're any other employee, and that's actually not the case. You are going through a severe transition, and that's something that is bigger, and in comparison, of course, everyone in the company might be going through challenges as well. They could be going through divorce, they could be going through a loss, they could be going through other challenging things too. But if they know up front that you are an expatriate, that you come from a different country, they already know that you are going through a transition. So I'm not, advocating for people cutting slack. I'm just saying that people have to be aware and they have to, thread things more lightly when you are an expatriate, and just support them and just find ways to support this expatriate. Sometimes there's also the inability, either because of your trait or, because of other factors, the inability to integrate with local communities like the church or neighbors, school. That could be very hindering as well. And then there's the avoidance of learning the language. I see a lot of expatriates coming and they don't really try to learn the local language, so they try to go only to doctors that speak their languages, to supermarkets that speak their languages and have the products that they had in their original country. They don't make any effort to go out of the comfort zone and learn a new language, and that's usually very, very hindering for the adaptation process. I wanted to give a highlight to 2 things. So all these factors can, significantly hinder the adaptation. But I want to call everyone's attention to 2 in particular, because they can make or break the expatriation adaptation process. The first one is the partner. If their success and satisfaction are not fully guaranteed with the same level of importance as the main expatriate that was relocated, for example, chances are that severe issues in the whole family will happen due to crossover and spillover effect. You see, guys, some studies show that expatriate partners have to integrate even more with local culture compared to their the main partner or even their children. The person who is relocated, for example, they integrate with the company, they integrate with its employees, its events, and the children integrate with school, with the other children, etc. So the partner has it harder. They will have to make an extra effort to also integrate somewhere. So this also means that they need to learn the language, and they will have to win that language barrier so that they can connect with local people and so that this effort is successful. So yeah, my friend, you heard it right. Expatriates partner have it harder. And then we have budgeting. So the second one is budgeting, and it's common, it's common sense that families that are unable to budget or keep up with their budgets, they can see gloomy days. But this is especially important for expatriates. Look, in face of so many big transitions, financial stability needs to happen in the middle of all those changes. If you have budget problems on top of everything else, things will become very difficult. One way things may go out of whack is due to impulse purchases. It's very common to see people buying a bunch of things without first researching or planning, and this happens usually when their adaptation process is not going so well. And you see, it's natural. Many individuals use purchase as a means of escaping reality. So what happens is that during difficult times and transitions, the dopamine levels in our brains, they tend to be lower. So a lot of people feel the need to compensate somehow. And what they do is resort to impulse purchases. They see a great sense of some people see a great sense of satisfaction in impulse purchases. These studies shows that this releases dopamine and makes them feel good, and that's one of the reasons why they are doing this. So of course, having and following a budget does not solve the adaptation issue, but it gives families and individuals enough stability so that they can focus on other of the changing areas of their lives. Stay tuned for more reviews, interviews, training, tips, and information in this channel. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and I hope to see you soon. I wish you well, and thank you so much for watching.